Welcome to another video on the DTTZH A12 compact folding e-bike. We are starting this journey with 222 miles, 58.6 volts. We are out here in Leesburg, Virginia, and what we're going to be doing today is riding the last 10 miles of the W&OD trail, the Washington and Old Dominion Trail, from Leesburg to Purcellville, Virginia. So this ride was inspired by a video I saw on YouTube yesterday, and it was about the W&OD trail. As I started going through the comments, someone mentioned that although it was a nice video, it didn't show the final 10 miles of the trail. And I was thinking to myself that of all the times I've been on the trail, just riding on it, doing range tests and everything, I've never been on the last 10 miles either. So I'm at the Douglas Community Center here in Leesburg. I found this place by looking up parking places close to the last 10 miles of the W&OD. So I'm not exactly sure how to get down there, but I know it's this direction. So we'll just keep heading this way. See, did I start the trip recorder? Probably not. Let's get that started so we know how far we're going. Again, expecting this to be about a 22-mile round trip. I think somewhere around there, because as the crow flies, I'm about 11 miles from the trailhead in Purcellville. But of course, we got all this windy stuff. Yeah, here we are. Boom. Okay. So we are on the W&OD trail here in Leesburg, and I'm just going to take it very casually. I don't have a helmet on. Okay, so I have been this far before. All right, good. Yeah, so I have been this far. So we'll be able to kind of, by the end of this ride, I will have done the entire W&OD trail. And I plan to do this ride in PAS1. I can get up to the speeds I like, up to, between 13, 15 miles an hour. Of course, if I need more power, I can go to PAS2 or 3. But if you want to maximize battery life, PAS1 is the way to go. You still get plenty of power, you just get less top speed. I do have a pair of smart glasses in my backpack that I want to try out. I was going to try to mix in a review for those with this ride, but I'm horrible at multitasking. It's funny that for the video that I was just talking about that motivated me to do this ride, I commented on the video that this trail would be a lot better if people were nicer. And then the creator of the video asked me to elaborate, so I shared some general experiences that I've had. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to honk, sorry. Yeah, that horn. I got my bell right here. I guess being pointed that way works out. I forgot my gloves. May seem like an insignificant thing until you fall down going 15 miles an hour on pavement. So I do have some noise up front. I think that's just the suspension. Probably need to give it a good spray down. My daughter's been riding this bike more than I have. She loves it. So something we should expect on this part of the trail is a lot less congestion. Once we get through Leesburg here, it should be a lot more rural. So hopefully we can expect to see a lot less people, data centers, what have you. Nothing against people, but the expectation is that out here you just have a lot less. And the less people you have to engage with, the less chance you're going to run into somebody that pisses you off. I mean, let's face it. If you ride an e-bike, you probably know what I'm talking about. The nasty looks you get. Everyone assumes you're riding a 12,000 kilowatt Suron. So as I mentioned, I'm not wearing a helmet. Just on a little casual ride here. I don't expect to be doing anything off-road or anything that would put me at greater threat. I chuckle to myself when I see videos, particularly in places like Europe, where helmets are not worn nearly as much as they are here, even in traffic. I think part of that might be due to the fact that, at least it used to be this way, that in Europe, when it came to driving, the focus was on driving. You know, I think in the United States, people get in the car and driving becomes secondary to some other activity, whether it be talking to someone who's in the car or on the phone, looking on the phone, texting, whatever. It has created very unsafe driving conditions here in this country. All right, so this is the furthest I've gone. I think I might have gone up like another mile or two on my blue bike, on my K6 Pro Max. But yes, I have not been this far up on this bike yet until now. Looks like we had an emergency up here. And I see an e-bike, a fat tire, e-moto style, or what is that, a moped style. It's like a young person too. I hope whoever's involved is okay. I guess I can expect to have an ambulance behind me. So coming up to these inclines like this is when I'll go ahead and put it in PAS2 and I'll get more speed. Well, I'll get more power giving me more speed, but the power is still relative. So now I'm back down in 1. Now I hope that, I'm gonna assume young person because it was a small moped style fat tire e-bike in quotes. I hope that person is okay. I'm gonna again assume it was a young person. Now I will say, I've seen a lot of young people on this trail doing the wheelie tricks and so forth. With that said, I've seen a lot of young people on this trail riding respectfully. But yes, when you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Now, I don't know what happened in that situation back there that required an ambulance. You know, that could be whatever. You know, it's funny, there's Trail Patrol. Hey, just passed some chickens, some free-range chickens. Now there's Trail Patrol, and he didn't say anything to me about being on this e-bike. Now out here where we are, I will say that people mind their business more than they do where I live. So it might be that no one says anything to me or even looks my direction, you know, in that sort of way. But as you get closer to Herndon and Reston, Vienna, Fairfax, yeah, you're in Karen territory at that point, and someone will say something to you. Oops, oh, I hate this horn. That's the second time now. I might disable that horn. But then what if I'm in traffic? Yeah, I gotta get better at not hitting it accidentally. My daughter hit it twice. As once as she was passing people, because you know, you're going for the bell and you accidentally hit the horn. But hopefully that person is okay. Let's go ahead and pass these guys. Kind of like when I'm driving, I like to have my windshield clear. Can't stand anyone in front of me when I'm on the road. But I am not a left lane lounger. I do not like those people. Left lane should be for passing only. But again, you get people who are in their cars and driving is secondary to whatever else they're doing. And they don't often realize that there's a stack of cars miles long behind them trying to get past, just trying to get to where they're going. So we are in Purcellville, Virginia now. We've gone 9 point whatever miles that says, close to 10. So should not be far from the trailhead. It's been a very nice, peaceful ride. Not a lot of people compared to what you will find more east of here. That was nice of them. It's a lot more crossings than I thought there would be. Looks like we're getting into more community area here. I really want to take my K6 out here so that I can pedal more. It's like a really nice area to ride in. But I'll be frank, I mean, just riding on a flat trail like this, throttle only, it gets boring. I tried pedaling a little bit, but it just doesn't work out for me on this bike. So I'm not knocking the bike, I'm just saying that for a trail like this, with its off-road component as well, my K6 Pro Max is a lot more suitable bike for the ride. But this is nice. It's mid-80s today. It's not as humid as it has been. It's really nice. And you get all the shade from these trees. And it's a beautiful part of the trail. So you have entrances and egress to little communities all along the trail up here. So obviously seeing a lot more pedestrian traffic as a result. But there was that nice stretch there of woods that I didn't do any talking intentionally because I just wanted to enjoy it. And I also wanted you to be able to enjoy it. So I just want to say as we approach this trailhead that I really appreciate you fans of the A12 that have been growing this channel lately. When I look at the statistics, it's this bike that you all are watching more than anything else. And your likes, your comments, even subscriptions. Of course, that challenges me to make more videos for you, but at least you showing me that you are interested makes me more motivated to make them. So I just want to take a moment to thank you guys. I appreciate all the love that you've shown, the appreciation that you've shown. You know, you guys saying that you've been influenced to buy the bike after seeing my videos. I really appreciate that. I will just say that if you are interested in it and are planning on making the purchase, please use my links that are in the description. Yeah, that'll help me out even more. Let's cover the well, what it will do, it ain't gonna make me rich, put it that way. It's funny, I see some of the money that some of these big YouTubers make, or a lot bigger YouTubers make, and I'm like, yeah, I have no chance. If this was something that I wanted to do for real income, or for any income at all, I'd be a poor man. This is strictly a hobby, and I appreciate you guys supporting it. Wait, this ain't the trailhead. Is it? Hi. Is this the trailhead for the W&OD?
This is the trail end, yes.
Trail end?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
And it goes, I think it goes all the way down to like DC.
Yeah, cool, thank you.
This is the end of, yeah.
Appreciate it. All right, so here we are, town of Purcellville. Never been out here. Gotta be careful in some of these little towns. One way in and no way out. This is another cool thing about this bike and bikes like it, is that you can really just put it in the back of your car and take it anywhere and then go explore. Not sure what there is to see out here in Purcellville, but you know, I'm just gonna ride around till we get back on the trail and head back east. Need to go sit someplace and have a drink. Thirsty. Wouldn't mind having some of that soft serve though. Uh-oh. Here. The lights. So I bought these new smart glasses. Well, I bought a pair of smart glasses before this one, but I was trying to fish out the back of a remote control, that little small plastic piece, and I ended up breaking the glasses. I put a shot of them up, what they look like, and those were like 70 bucks, I think, and I actually liked them. They were doing really good for, and much better than I expected for a $70 pair of smart glasses. But after breaking them, I said, okay, well, let me see what a cheaper pair, you know, with the same features can offer. And so I got these. They're a lot cheaper looking in that this is like a matte black finish, and they're more flexible. But one of the things I liked about them was that you can take these glasses, take the lenses out, and get prescription added to them. So that's something that I would consider. Ooh, there's almost a crash over there. If I was wearing these glasses and recording, I would have been able to show you. So yeah, I'm just gonna put these on the way back. I have it set to record at 3-minute intervals, so I'll see what some of that footage is like. I'm gonna do a separate review on these, and yeah, show you what that footage looks like, and put a link to these in case it's something that you're interested in. Honestly, at 50 bucks, I'm not expecting much from these, but we'll see. All right, well, that's gonna do it for my 5-cent tour of Purcellville. Actually, here's a first person look at my glasses. That's what it looks like. Can you see that? I'm wearing these glasses and looking at my hand. So I'm gonna record through the glasses on the way home through this app. Well, you can use just touch a button on the glasses, but I am going to record, and now it's recording what I'm looking at. And it really does use a lot of battery to record. You're probably gonna see this go down pretty rapidly. Let's get back on the trail and get back home. I'm getting kind of hungry. One thing I do like about these glasses is they have a regular USB, what is that, C charging port. Okay, so this used to be a train station, of course, out here in Purcellville. If I was on my blue bike, I could probably do a lot more exploring because it looks very hilly up here. But let's go ahead and start heading east. Let's see how good these glasses do. Oh, I need to get back on. So I was 12.3 miles in, 12.4 now. Hello. We got 3 battery bars. So we have plenty to get back. We can go further if we wanted to, but just sitting here on this seat for this long without pedaling, butt's getting sore. All right, so that first recording just stopped. go ahead and do another one. I'm gonna start it by double clicking on the glasses itself. There's a button on top of the glasses. I heard it beep. So it should be into recording number 2. I'm gonna put it into PAS2 going back, go a little bit faster. We have up to 20 miles an hour. Someone did comment that there's a setting you can do to increase the takeoff speed when you're standing still. So that's something I want to check out next. So this part gets into the more peaceful part of the trail, but there's road noise on my right from Route 7. So the trail itself is quiet, but you get a lot of road noise, cars going 50, 60 miles an hour. But yeah, this stretch right here is nice, at least for right now. I don't know what it would be like at any other time of day on any other day. This is Thursday afternoon, mid-morning, afternoon, whatever, 1:30. Yeah, it's Thursday at 1:30. So quite peaceful. And I'll admit, it would be nice to pedal a bike out here. Riding like this would be great for, again, commuting, just getting from point A to B. But for something like this, just going out for a ride and enjoying nature, sure, I mean, absolutely you can do it. There's a lot to see. You don't have to exert yourself. But at some point, you might find yourself actually wanting to pedal the bike. Obviously, not everyone. Some people can't, and that's why they get these. But yeah, having the option is nice. With me being 6'3", 34-inch inseam, it's not as easy for me to pedal. Not having to have the key in is good, in case I do have to pedal, but yeah, generally speaking, just gonna motor on this bike And usually when I ride it, I don't find the seat to get that uncomfortable, but for whatever reason, on this ride, I'm having some issues. I've been having to move around and reposition a lot more than I have in the past. And I think it's just you know, sitting down for so long in one spot, I can get uncomfortable in any seat, especially one that's 7 to 8 inches wide, maybe a little more than that, but you get the point. Let's check out this off-road section up here. All right, that made the ride worth it. Of course, these glasses also do have Bluetooth, so you can listen to your music or what have you. That off-roading is where these knobby tires come in handy. They're not that loud on this bike either, which is good. That's I guess that's the exchange you get with knobby tires, is that they're loud on the road. But these tires are not that loud, coupled with the fact that the direct drive motor is silent. Most of the noise on this bike comes from the suspension and the brakes. So I just freaked out a little bit. I saw a mile marker 41, and I live close to mile marker, like, I don't know, 14, 15 or so. And I'm thinking, I still got 30 miles to ride? Because, you know, once I get off the trail, there's still a few miles. But I forgot that I parked in Leesburg. I could have checked my battery voltage before we left, but I know we're gonna have enough to get back. I'll check it when we get back though. See how the battery did. I'm on PAS2 now, going back. And when I get to certain intersections, I will go up to PAS3 just to give me that extra boost. As I mentioned earlier, I want to investigate how I can increase that takeoff speed. Someone mentioned there's a setting. I know that there's a setting somewhere, but I didn't see any settings menu for this bike. So I got some investigation to do, because it would be awesome to increase the takeoff speed, because I think that's my biggest knock against this bike, is that takeoff speed. All right, so now I have the Bluetooth on. It's open ear speakers so that you can hear things going on around you. I have the volume up to the max. This is Pandora. and I can hear the music, I can hear the song, but just enough to know that it's kind of there. And although this is a song I love, I can't really groove to it, you know? That's not necessarily true. Let me stop talking, and then maybe I can. To speak my mind first. So I ride this bike so infrequently, I must have forgotten that it had cruise control, because I don't remember it having cruise control. But both on the way up here and now, I've been using it. Maybe I need to watch my own review. But yeah, I mean, I am cruising. We're down to 2 battery bars, so 50% now, 17 miles in. And that's only because I'm on PAS2. I'm gonna drop it to PAS1. Dang, I just went down to 1 bar there. So I went back down to PAS1, and I just went down to 1 bar when I gave it throttle. Yeah. That doesn't seem right. Unless this battery is degrading faster than it should be. I know it holds a charge well because it's been a couple weeks since my daughter was out on it, and I just plugged it in last night to see where it was, and it was green as soon as I plugged it in. So it holds its charge. But I hope it's not discharging faster than it's supposed to. So now that I'm going slower, I can hear the music a lot better, of course. But even when I was going close to 20 miles an hour, I could still hear it. So that's pretty cool. So I don't have to wear a separate Bluetooth. And these glasses do come with darkers or sunglass lenses. And so, yeah, you can replace those, pop them out. As I said, you can put prescription in these lenses too. So a lot of versatility in these $50 glasses. And I'm really just trying them out to sample before I go sink a big investment into a proper pair, you know, like a $300-400 pair. Because I wear glasses and I listen to music. So it makes sense to have both of those features in one device. Not to mention the fact that I make YouTube videos. So we are staying at 2 bars here now that I'm back down in PAS1. Cruising at 14, 13 miles an hour, which is comfortable cruising speed. Something I'm noticing is that the glasses are interfering with the Bluetooth somehow, in that the glasses are beeping and then the volume goes down. I don't know what the glasses are actually trying to do because I'm not giving it any commands or anything like that. And so, yeah, that's cutting the volume down intermittently. Yeah, so I've got it pegged in PAS3 and I'm down to 1 bar. I know that's just voltage sag. We are in hill country. So you shorter and lighter people will be able to pedal to get yourself out of those situations right there without having to put as much strain on the battery. Whee! So I'm back down to PAS1 now, and I am bouncing between 1 and 2 batteries. Now, I've never had range anxiety on this bike, but riding on all these hills, I don't know, I'm starting to get a little concerned. Especially since we keep dipping down to 1 battery bar. Once we get back on the trail, it'll be flat again for the most part. Okay, we are back. We have done 25.2 miles according to the bike. I haven't turned it off. So the whole trip, 25.2 miles. Hopefully that's what these add up to as well. Average speed somewhere between 12 and 9. Looks like 12 on the way up, 9 on the way back. Is that right? Yeah. Although on the way back I did do a lot of PAS3 and I did some off-road, a little bit of off-roading as well. But let's see where we are. We got 2 bars left and I'm going to turn it off. and then just use this to turn it on. 245 miles, 50.1 volts left after 25.2 miles. So whatever that is, again, I just flipped it back to PAS1. I really don't think, if you're on, I think if you're on flat ground with this bike, PAS1 is all you need. I mean, it gets you up to 15 miles an hour. And once you're, you know, if you need to go like faster than that or up hills or whatever, then yeah, you know, you can probably get up to 20. Well, then you could do PAS3, of course, but speed limit where I live is 20 miles an hour. And so the difference in 5 miles an hour between PAS1 and PAS2, that 5 mile an hour difference is not worth the battery that drains in that period of time or at that speed and power level combination. You know, so PAS1 up to 15 miles an hour is going to last a lot longer than PAS2 at 20 miles an hour. Okay, I mean, it should be obvious, right? But there seems again to be a lot of people who just want to go fast. And I don't know if some of these people ride e-bikes or have ridden e-bikes, but I'm not sure if they know that they're going to lose a lot of their battery life and might not get what they expect to get when they ride these things. So yeah, just know speed kills the battery, and if you want to go further, then just slow down. All right, thanks so much for watching the video. I really appreciate you guys coming along. If you did like the video, please like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, why not? I mean, I'm gonna make more videos if you do. All right, thanks again, folks. Enjoy your A12, and I'll see you on the next one. Literally bounce right to the left.